Come on, babe.
I feel like I'm about to get told off.
We've got a lot to talk about.
I actually didn't think we were gonna ever create this video. I'm a bit shy.
Where do we begin?
You might have maybe seen the title.
That we've got some big news.
Shall we begin right at the very start?
Let's take things back to 2019.
Let's break it down. So in 2019, we actually went on our most favourite trip, best trip of our life, which was to Japan.
And I kid you not, this trip changed our lives.
And I know people say that, but no joke, it literally, I had tears, I cried. We just both fell in love with absolutely everything in the country.
Now, we were only in Japan for 2 to 3 weeks. I kid you not, we started in Tokyo and we kind of had a little travel around, but everything in Tokyo, it was as soon as the plane landed, we came alive.
We are big anime and Pokemon fans, but we also have such a huge appreciation for nature and temples. So for Tokyo was amazing, but even as we explored, went up to the mountains in snow monkeys and Yudonaka, and that's where we got to see the onsens.
And it was very not touristy, so we really got to step out of the tourist goggles and see what life in Japan for the locals was really like.
And some of you guys that maybe have been following us since 2019, you're hiya, we're still here.
Thank you for being here.
You actually might have seen some of the vlogs, but after Yudonaka, we went to Kyoto and we tried to see geishas, went to a geisha show, we again explored more temples, more parks, and we haven't even spoke to you about the sushi, the food we ate.
Was so nice! Just everything in Japan we just literally loved. And fast forward to now, 3 years later, in that 3-year window, we couldn't go back. Because
who would have thought?
Everything that happened in 2020, Japan just closed its borders, and rightly so, because everywhere else did too, but it took them so long to open again.
In fact, they've literally just opened, and since coming back from 2019, we were always we love it so much that we could move and that we could travel to Japan and we could do so much more, and that hasn't never left our brain. Which is why we're now creating this video, because in case you didn't guess, you ready? You ready?
3, 2, 1.
We're moving to Japan! So some of you guys might be thinking this has come out of nowhere, but it honestly hasn't. We've always shared our love for Japan, sushi, anime, Pokemon, and we've been to the country and fallen in love with it.
And if you follow us on Instagram, you will see that we always put stories about Japan, especially the last 3 years. We've just been Japan, please open, let us in. Now, we're using the term moving there loosely,
because we've got to get you to watch this video.
but we are basically going for a longer period of time.
But we're not going to tell you exactly how long.
It's longer than just a holiday, so you can follow us. We're going to be doing so many shorts, so many long form YouTube videos, so much on TikTok and Instagram.
So much content we'll be pumping out in the long run. We've got everything sorted. We're very lucky to have our friends stay in the house. We're very lucky to have Matthew's family looking out of Roscoe. And it's a big, I think when you've got an animal, it's a big decision. So we need to go over there, really suss out and look at how we can take our business, how we can get him over there.
And just be there for longer than a tourist or a holiday, just to make sure that, we might have our buzz out there and be oh, you know what, I feel like we can go back home, or we'll be this is where we're meant to be.
But everything we're doing things in larger pieces of time, so we really get the feel that we're living in that town, that city, rather than just Matthew said, the holiday thing.
And boy, do we have some crazy content, and we can't wait to share with you, and we really hope you join us on this adventure.
And this is including this video.
So now we just wanted to document our last few days in the UK and some tips on anyone else that wants to go to Japan.
So if you love Japan and you're ready for this adventure with us, then please make sure you give this video a massive thumbs up, turn the notification bell on so you never miss an upload, because boy, we're going to be uploading some amazing content. And subscribe, and let's go into this little documentary slash vlog. I'm trying to sort our life as we move to Japan. Let's go! We are now in the car and we are on our way to pick up our yen and go to get last minute toiletries, deodorants and shampoos and stuff. And I actually cannot wait to show you guys what yen looks like, because I think it looks really nice.
I feel like it's retro and cool.
It's very retro. So when we pick it up, we'll show you guys. And that's another thing, if you are planning to go to Japan, there's two little tips. first one is literally order your money.
Because if you're taking more than like £1,000, you base it. It's hard as just walking somewhere and be like, can I have that please? So they sometimes have to get it in from who knows where.
So order that in advance, and the only reason I say order it in advance, also if you're like, yeah, I could get it there, with yen, especially with Japan, they like, the currency, they like charge an extra 2%, so you don't want to be giving free money away. Point number 2, you might be thinking, why don't you just get all your toiletries from Japan? Well, actually, apparently,
I don't know if this is true,
but apparently deodorant, and this is actually what we did last time, deodorant, apparently Japanese people don't swear as much.
So the deodorant's not as strong, or they don't really use, or I've read somewhere that they don't really use it.
The ingredients are different. Yeah, the ingredients are different, or they don't really use it. So we're gonna stock up on deodorant because we both.
Well, you're a sweater. I'm not.
We need deodorant, so we're gonna stock up on deodorant and toothpaste and all that.
He's sweaty. He smells like a wet cat.
All that
sweaty.
All that fun stuff. Meow.
Goodbye, English deodorants.
We are all stocked up.
We've got these things. Oh my
Hairspray.
god, these. I don't know if you're meant to take them when you're not got diarrhea, but we take them if we're really dehydrated every now and then. Always good for Japan, I'm sure.
Yes, and then to make sure we stay hydrated, so we've got some
hairspray.
'Cause, you know, gotta look good at all times.
And then toothpaste, and then we've just got enough to keep us going for the first few weeks anyway.
And some socks and pants, just because we don't want to do laundry every day.
Yay!
I got my money!
Ooh, Mr. Yen, is that you?
This is our yen.
Oh, wow. I feel like Japanese money looks so cool.
So this is what £6 look like. Look at Mount Fiji.
So it's like 1,000 yen is basically £6.
And I feel like they're like cherry blossoms there. But do you know what we mean by it? Saying it's like all like vintage. You even got like a stamp of approval. But yeah, I feel like it's pretty like vintagey. And then these are what 2,000. No, these are what £12 look like. So obviously you got one of the temples.
I love this. This looks so cool.
I feel like we're gonna have to keep one just for we'll just have to keep one just to like have really. And then you've kind of got the geishas on the back. But that how cool why does our money not look like this? Like we're getting up, we've got it all kind of together, haven't we?
We're almost there, and again, we're just going to reiterate, if you're going to Japan, order your yen before.
Yes.
Don't leave it to the day before like we always do. So if you're booking a trip, especially somewhere like Japan,
and you want to be organised, we got Trello.
Trello is honestly the most amazing platform we can recommend. It's basically like an
free as well.
An online diary, and it gives you like it's like just a normal diary.
You can literally write in it, and you can add your cards and your times and stuff like that, and you can see it, and you can sync it to your phone. But also, what's even better, you can literally, we've actually like did like our days, and then we'll break them up to like what we're doing. So it's like a long list. And then what's really helped us, this is how organised we are, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready? We've even got labels to kind of see if it's like YouTube Shorts, TikTok. This has been us for weeks now. Weeks and weeks, every evening on Trello doing this.
But obviously we're not going to show you what's on our Trello board because we want all of the ideas to be a surprise.
But we cannot wait to share all of the pictures that we're going to film and everything with you guys.
There is literally some insane ideas.
But we're going to keep it all a surprise. You have to watch it all.
So one thing we wanted to tell you, if you are going to Japan or you've got a Japan trip booked for the future, you really should think about getting a JR pass, which basically looks like this. And this, I'm not even joking, is probably the best thing me and Ryan are going to have, because we're traveling all over Japan. Even going from like Tokyo to Kyoto, it can be really expensive, but the trains are amazing. They're super fast, super clean, nothing like here in the UK. But this basically is like a one-off cost that you can use. We've got this for 21 days, and you can basically use it as much as you want, and it just saves a lot of money, because sometimes the trains when you're going to different locations can really, the cost adds up. So it's like a one-off fee, and then you can use all the trains to travel over Japan. Because obviously we don't want anyone cancelling our JR pass, but you can get this for 7, 14 or 21 days, and it's only available for tourists. So obviously you have to book it before you leave for Japan, and you cannot get it out there, and it's just a big money saver in my eyes. So we've got less than 48 hours until our flight leaves the UK, and this is the process of the packing.
We've not done anything yet.
It's empty, like genuinely, we're not even just saying this for the vlog. We haven't packed anything. Nothing's ready.
I don't know what to pack. I've literally done my makeup. I've done bits of my makeup. But the one thing that like, I feel like if you do go to Japan, the only thing that I can recommend is the weather's so like up and down. So sometimes you'll be wearing like a t-shirt, and then sometimes you're gonna be wanting a jacket, and then other times you're gonna be wanting a coat.
So it's all very confusing. So at this moment in time, what is it? It's February. We have to pack for all weathers.
Yeah.
So otherwise you're either gonna be too hot, you're gonna be too cold. But our biggest stress is we were like, oh, it'll be fine. We'll pack light. We'll buy clothes out there. But when you actually start packing, that's not actually the reality.
Because we're doing laundry, I feel like we won't need as many clothes because we could just clean them and rewash them. But at the same time, you don't want to just like wear the same clothes.
Same outfits in every video.
Yeah.
But we're going to start packing. Ryan's going to have this suitcase. I have one quite similar, but we're going to start with Ryan's bits first. And we're going to do a before and after of of how we get on with packing the suitcase. 20 minutes later, he is done.
I feel like I'm quite chill. I feel like if there's stuff that we need to get, like white t-shirts, more socks, more underwear, but I'll just get
it out there. So we've kind of got a rule of like 2 jumpers each, 3 pairs of trousers each, and is it 3 t-shirts?
3 t-shirts, 1 over jacket, and 1 coat.
So we're either going to regret our choice, but this is it. And then we've got these really useful cubes from Disney. I know some people might have seen these travel cubes, but we can keep everything in them.
They are really, really cute, aren't they?
And then we also put dirty washing in them so it doesn't mix with the cleans.
Really, really sad. We've got another like half an hour to spend with Roscoe before we have to drop him off at Matthew's sister's.
But he will be back lots to come and guard the house. But for the next couple of days, you are going to be with my sister and Rolo.
Which is a little bit sad. I know he always has the best time, doesn't he, at your sister's? But because we're going for so long, I feel like it's the longest we've ever left him, isn't it? It's like literally, it's going to be,
it's going to be a long time.
So we're probably not going to film it dropping him off like down to the teeth, just because I feel like it's going to be some tea.
But just know,
not from him, he literally doesn't care.
But he will be making his YouTube comeback very, very soon.
Oh, I love you, Roscoe, so much. Oh.
So next time you see us, we are going to be in Japan.
I can't believe the day has finally come for us to go to Japan. Like, oh my god, it's going to be so... We're all packed, we've got everything we need, and everything that we've missed, we've just got our passports.
And we just need to go and not look back.
Yes.
But we are going to be taking you along with us, and there is so many amazing things that we're hoping to capture. So, if you do want to join us, make sure you hit subscribe if you're new, give this video a big thumbs up, and also make sure you hit the notification bell, because you do not want to miss any of our Japanese uploads. But
the next video, we're in Japan, I can't believe it, and we'll see you in our next video when we're in Japan.
Love you guys.
Konnichiwa!